Venice is a city like no other. It's built on water. Imagine a place where streets are replaced by canals and cars are replaced by boats. This unique city is a marvel of human ingenuity and creativity. Instead of streets, Venice has canals. Boats are everywhere. Gondolas glide gracefully through narrow waterways, while larger boats navigate the busier canals. It's a bustling aquatic network. It's like a city floating on a lagoon. The entire city seems to be gently resting on the water, creating a picturesque and serene atmosphere. Venice is famous for its beautiful buildings. The architecture here is a blend of Gothic, Renaissance, and Baroque styles, each telling a story of the city's rich history. They are old and grand, like something from a storybook. Each building has its own unique charm, with intricate details that captivate the eye. The colors are soft, pinks, yellows, and oranges. These pastel shades add to the city's enchanting and dreamy ambiance. Venice is also a city of art and culture. Art galleries and outdoor displays are scattered throughout the city, showcasing both classical and contemporary works. You can find amazing paintings and sculptures everywhere. Public spaces are adorned with statues, and museums house masterpieces from various eras. Famous artists like Titian and Tintoretto lived and worked here. Their legacy is still very much alive in the city's vibrant art scene. Venice is a magical place. As the sun sets, the city lights up, casting a romantic glow over the canals and buildings. It feels like stepping back in time. The narrow streets and vintage gondolas evoke a sense of nostalgia and wonder. The canals, the buildings, and the art all come together to create something truly special. Venice is not just a city, it's an experience, a journey through time and beauty. Venice wasn't always a city. It has a fascinating origin story that dates back centuries. It started as a group of small islands scattered in a lagoon. People came here to escape invaders, seeking refuge and safety. The islands were in a good spot for trade, making them an ideal location for commerce. Over time, Venice grew and became a powerful city, known for its strategic importance. Its ships sailed all over the Mediterranean Sea, establishing Venice as a maritime power. For hundreds of years, Venice was a republic, a unique form of government for its time. It was ruled by a doge, similar to a president, who was elected by the nobility. Venice was rich and influential, with its wealth coming from trade and commerce. Today, Venice is no longer a major power, but it remains a symbol of its glorious past. But its history is still alive, preserved in its architecture and cultural heritage. You can see it in the buildings, the art, and the canals, which tell the story of a powerful past. Venice has many famous landmarks, each with its own unique charm and history. One of the most famous is St. Mark's Basilica, a stunning example of Italo-Byzantine architecture. It's a beautiful church with domes and mosaics that tell stories from the Bible and Venetian history. The Grand Canal is the most famous canal in Venice, winding through the heart of the city. It's like the main street of the city, bustling with boats and lined with historic buildings. You can take a gondola ride and see all the beautiful buildings, each with its own story to tell. The Rialto Bridge is another famous landmark, known for its elegant design and vibrant atmosphere. It's a beautiful bridge that crosses the Grand Canal, offering stunning views, especially at sunset. It's a great place to take pictures and capture the essence of Venice. These landmarks are just a few of the many things to see in Venice, a city rich in history and culture. Venice is full of hidden treasures. One way to find them is to get lost in the narrow streets. You never know what you'll discover. Try some traditional Venetian food. Cicchetti are small snacks like tapas. You can find them in bars called baccari. Venice has many unique festivals. One of the most famous is Carnevale. People wear masks and costumes. It's a time for celebration. Venice is called the Floating City. It's built on wooden piles driven into the mud, but the city is sinking. The rising sea level is a problem for Venice. High tides can cause flooding. This is called acqua alta. Venice is working hard to protect itself from the sea, but it's a challenge. The city needs our help to survive. Imagine you are a painter. You see Venice for the first time. The light is incredible. It reflects off the water. You start to sketch. You capture the curves of the gondolas. You paint the colorful buildings along the canals. Venice has inspired artists for centuries. Its beauty is unique. It's no wonder that painters, writers, and musicians have fallen in love with this city. Close your eyes. Imagine the smells of Venice. You smell the salt air from the lagoon. You smell fresh seafood from the market. You smell the sweet scent of pastries from a bakery. Venice has its own unique flavors too. Try the seafood risotto, or taste the creamy tiramisu for dessert. Most tourists stay in the main areas of Venice, but there's so much more to see. Take a boat to the islands. Murano is famous for its glass blowing. Burano has colorful houses. Torcello has ancient churches. Get away from the crowds. Explore the quiet squares and hidden courtyards. Discover the true heart of Venice. Venice is a city that stays with you. It's a place of beauty, history, and romance. It's a city that speaks to the imagination. Whether you're exploring the canals or simply soaking up the atmosphere, Venice is an unforgettable experience. It's a city that will capture your heart and stay with you long after you've left. So come and discover the magic of Venice for yourself. You won't be disappointed. Venice is not just a city of the past, it's a city facing modern-day challenges and innovations. The city is working on sustainable tourism to preserve its beauty. Efforts are being made to combat the effects of climate change. New technologies are being used to protect the city's infrastructure. Venice is a blend of history and modernity, making it a unique place to visit. Thank you for watching the video, and don't forget to subscribe to explore some of the best destinations around the world.